Hey everyone, Miranda Pitrone back here with you to do another mandala video. This evening I have one of these wonderful stones that I created using the Happy Dotting Company mold. It's one of the new oval molds, and it's the green one. It's the smaller of the two. And I will post the link for where you can find those and get a 10% discount when you buy your own molds in the description here. Now this one I've just painted matte black on the background here to start us off with a nice base coat to paint upon. And I think what I'm going to do for this one is kind of use a fall palette, fall colors, mildly unconventional fall colors, so just a different version of maybe the red, orange, yellow that we're used to, just to kind of pep it up a little bit and see what we can come up with. Alright, so this evening I'm going to be using just a paintbrush to do this stone, but it's perfectly translatable into using the dotting tools to do this design, the dotting styluses, if that's what you're using. So I'm going to start off with white for our center, and I'm just using the whitewash from Decor Americana. And these are perfectly symmetrical, so we can actually measure if you wanted to find the center, the perfect center, to find your stone. And it actually would probably benefit you to use a tape measure, benefit me, because it's more flexible and you can just kind of adhere it to the stone. So it's about 3 1/4 inches by 2 inches. So with our 2, you know, it's easy to just go to the middle with the 1, and I just kind of scratch on my stone to do that. But generally I usually just kind of eyeball it, because you could be using any kind of stones from the beach or the rivers or landscape companies, and they're not going to be perfect. So I generally try to just eyeball about where the center would be on the stone. And then with the brush, I'm using the Angle Spot Detailer from Princeton. I just overload the brush, and we're just going to paint a nice little center for our stone here. Okay, now while that center is still wet, I'm actually going to steal from it. We're going to go and start off the first round of dots here for our mandala. So just kind of like a plus sign. And then I'm going to do one in between each of the ones that we just put down for a plus sign. Alright, next up I have Sunny Day. And it's a nice, decently soft yellow. And Sunny Day is going to go in the spaces of the white that we just put down. So if you're using dotting styluses, your center probably would be about just a little bit bigger than the 3mm ball end. You're going to have to push the paint around into a circle a little bit to make it a little bigger. And then these ones would be in the smaller end of your tools. Alright, next we're going to go with a nice pop of the Tangelo orange. We'll go a little bit larger with the dot size. It's going in between the spaces of that yellow. And I think I'm just going to leave it at the 4 for this design. Okay, so I have some watermelon slice here next. And I'm gonna go in between those oranges with a little bit bigger dot. And we'll only do 4 here as well. Okay, now we're going to get one of the dazzling metallics out here called Worn Penny. And it's a nice coppery color. And we're going to go above our orange with a larger dot. Okay, I'm going to tuck a little bit of peaches and cream at the base of each of those copper. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to the white for a little bit, and we'll do maybe we'll do 2 arcs around. And for the smaller dots, I'm really just using the tip of the brush as opposed to pushing down at all. Obviously, if you want them a little bigger, you just push down a little harder. Okay, now I'm going to go with the yellow. I think I'm going to do 2 rows around each of the end ones and only 1 row on the side. And that'll help us to just kind of use the stone appropriately because these sides are longer. And again, 2 on this side. Alright, now we'll go back to that peaches and cream. Okay, and then one more around this side. Alright, now I'm going to grab some of this rich espresso, and I'm going to use that to put some larger dots here in the one of the 4 quadrants that we have going. These metallics really make for a nice pop to go with the fall colors. I love the shine. I actually get kind of obsessed with the metallics and have to put myself in a bit of a timeout at times from them. Okay, so I'm going to grab some of that watermelon slice again. We're going to use that around the espresso that we just put down. I think I'll do 2 rows of the watermelon. I know watermelon sounds a little more summery, but this is a great red. It's kind of just that extra little kick of a notch that I was looking for. Okay, next I'm going to go back to that Tangelo orange. Okay, now I'm going to use primary yellow, just a little bit deeper. And we'll go around that tangelo that we just put down. So one of the challenges on working on stones, if you have your pattern going down and around farther, it can be going down the side. If your paint is too thin, it can dribble. But sometimes just propping it up like this helps, and it helps you see better as to where you're placing your dots as well. So I have so many stones around, I usually just toss another one under there so I can see the edge a bit better. Do the same with this side. Okay, I think I'm going to grab that watermelon slice again here. And grab my little stone. And I'm going to put a large dot here of the watermelon. And then the same for this side. And I think we'll use some swipes to kind of fill in the ends of this lovely little oval. And I want to start, I think, with the watermelon slice. And then I'm going to move on, I think, to the copper. I didn't have quite enough on that brush. So as far as the swipes of the brush, It's just a push down hard at the beginning, loaded the brush, push down hard at the beginning, and then pull up as you go. But you can also do this with your dotting tools. And if you haven't seen any of my other videos, I'll do it quick here with one of the dotting tools that I have available. And I'll tuck it in the copper here. So the dotting tools, I mean these styluses with the ball on the end. And if I don't have enough, I can always double dip it. So put the paint down and then go back and dip it again, but I'm pretty sure we'll have enough here. So I just kind of tap it a little to start the paint coming off, and then drag it down towards the design where I want it to end. And as you drag, the paint comes off the tool, and you'll have less and less as you drag, so it automatically will form the tail for you, as you can see. Same with this side. I'll grab the copper again, get a decent amount on there. I don't have quite enough, so I'm going to have to double dip this one, which is fine. As long as it's still wet, I might even have to triple dip. Maybe this is a little thin. Alright. And then I actually go very slow, because the slower you go, A, for me, the straighter line I can do with the dotting tools, but B, it keeps that connection from your tool to the paint to the stone all one, so it just keeps the paint kind of flowing. You're wicking it basically down the line. Same here. And see how I ran out on that? It's not a big deal. I can just go up, grab the last part of that tail, and drag it down. So you can do this with your dotting tools too. Alright, so that was copper. I think next I'm going to go back to that Tangelo. And I'm going to go out again next to that copper. And you might find it easier not to pull the swipes toward yourself. You may find it easier to push them away, depending on how you feel comfortable. So you can also push away. It's the same, it's just pushing down and then away with your tool instead. Push down and then away. So on this one I was dragging it towards me, but this one I just pushed away. So you can do either. It just is how you feel comfortable with the orientation of the stone and your tools. Alright, let's grab that nice primary yellow again. I'll give him a little turn here. And again, take your time, go slow. I know I've said it before, but if you're new to my videos, a lot of people think the swipes have to be fast and quick and swoosh. You know, every word that describes what it is sounds fast, but it's not. It's just a gentle flow of your tool to drag the paint out. And you can do it I see a lot of people saying they can't do it. Don't even say can't. You can do it, I promise. It just takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of encouragement. You guys totally can do this. Alright, so now I think I'll do one more here of the rich espresso to kind of finish off our little stone here. Okay, so this is the rich espresso again that we used before for these dots. And there we have filled our beautiful stone with some wonderful fall colors. I'm really liking this one actually. These ovals are fantastic. So thank you again to Angela, Happy Dotting Company, for creating these and serving the art community. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're looking for more of my videos, just click that bell and subscribe and you'll get notified of all my new ones, and also have access to all the older videos that I've done in the past. So enjoy. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I try to answer as many as I can because I want you guys to learn. It's super fun, super therapeutic. It's just a nice, calming, relaxing thing to be able to go to. Life can be stressful. So it's nice to have something that's relaxing and creating, and you end up with something beautiful at the end. And it's a great art community. So you can find me on Facebook, Miranda Pitrone Art, as well as Instagram, and then of course here on YouTube. All right, I hope you all are doing well. I look forward to doing another video soon, and also to communicating with you all in the comments. Have a wonderful evening. Happy painting.